think we're live. Boom, finally. Okay.
All right. Send the link out.
Yeah, but let me refresh.
And let me kill. All right. There's a little lag though.
There we go, live. Okay, stream is looking nice. Okay, I'm sending link in the management chat.
Okay.
Doing Discord now.
With the Porsche hat. Do you say Porsche or Porsche? How do you pronounce
Porsche.
it? Porsche. I just clean this up.
Okay, done Discord for both.
All right. Let's see some. Let's get some people on first. What's up, guys? Let's get some people in the room first, and we'll rock and roll. I have a few of my colleagues on for now as well. There you go. Give it a few minutes. Dave, I'm gonna kill the Discord live because it's eating up a lot of resources.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Go ahead.
We don't need it, right? Or doing well? Not this. We're not doing.
We don't need it. We don't need it. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right. Well, we had a big. We have a lot of things going on, obviously, in the world. Yesterday, Donald Trump was sworn in. It was his inauguration day, and markets are pumping. This is gold. So, and I want to introduce you to the funding futures. We've been trading currency markets and forex markets for 2 years as a funding traders prop firm, and now we are offering funding futures to trade futures. Why would you want to trade futures? Well, because all futures are traded through a central exchange, so there's less manipulation. You can see who's doing what. You can see volume. You can do volume profiles, and you get accurate data. So there's no less shenanigans, more regulations. So you can do different type of trading, different type of analysis, rather than just from price action itself. Me personally, I don't use volume, but a lot of people do. And but I'm an old school cat. I've been doing it for 20 years. I use what works for me, and as I always talk about this during my all my videos, you have to develop your bread and butter trades, right? I always mention that word, and basically, professional traders don't have more than they all. The difference between a professional trader and a rookie trader is very simple. Rookie trader takes 3 billion and 55 different trades willy nilly, and they have zero statistical backup of what works and what doesn't work. And 1 second, let me kill this. I'm on live. Hold on. Yeah. So basically, the bread and butter trades are the trades that every trader who is a professional, they have statistical backup of that it works. So how do you get to that point? You have to obviously. I made a video last week about journaling. Why is it important? It's not because you're a 13-year-old girl and you want to fuck around with your feelings and write down what you did, what you had for breakfast. No, not that type of journaling. Journaling that will enable you to analyze all your trades, what works and what doesn't work, and that takes at least 3 to 6 months to a year of you trading, constantly trying trial and error, trial and error of different stuff that works and what doesn't work. All right, and that's why I always say it takes at least a year for you to become profitable, because within that year there's such a huge ramp up of knowledge that you need to learn in order for you to understand what the hell is happening. It just simply takes time. Would you want to have a surgeon to operate on you who has been to school for 2 weeks or a month or two? Probably not, right? So why would you want to think that you're going to be very proficient at something that is extremely, extremely difficult to do? And it's as we always say in the business, this is the easiest, hardest way of making money, because it looks very easy, but it's fucking hard. And that's why 95% of people fail. But in reality, in any top dog business, how many artists that, how many people in the world can sing? Plenty. How many of them become next Beyonce or whatever, right? Any artist. Or same thing with a movie star or any star or tennis players, right? Only or any athlete, right? How many people can play basketball, but how many people actually get paid millions of dollars? So same thing here. It takes time and it takes a lot of dedication. You're not going to become, no matter how gifted you are, if you don't practice if you don't practice 24/7 to become an excellent basketball player for 5, 10, 20 years, you're just not going to become, you're not going to outcompete people who've been doing exactly that, right? So here, on top of everything, your market is basically professionals eating little fish, So you're competing against sharks, and you need to become a shark yourself in order for you to understand what the hell, not to be eaten, Anyway, so the most important thing you need to do as a novice trader is keep a journal where you state what was the reason for entry, your type of setup that you've trying. Then you take 20 or 50 of these setups and see if they work and when they work, when they doesn't work, and what's the outcome of statistical outcome of them working, if they're profitable or not. And that takes a period of time because markets need to go through various stages, right? So market can be trending, it can be a sideways consolidation, it can be continuation, it can be a reversal. And you need to test the system throughout all the market cycles. Because some setups only work on momentum traders or trend continuation. Some people like to trade mean reversion, meaning they like to see if something runs away too far to revert back to the to the mean, meaning to the average price. Oh shit! All right, watching. Anyway, so I'm getting a lot of messages, getting a little distracted. So you need to test certain setup in certain conditions and see the outcome, because your trending setups are not going to be working in a consolidating market, right? If you're a breakout trader, and let's take a look at the Bitcoin, for example. Here, I'll give you a very interesting, this is futures, 1 second. Yeah, and just type micro Bitcoin, there we go. So this is, 1 second, let me just go to a daily chart and you'll see what I'm talking about. So look what happened with Bitcoin in the last few weeks. All right, so let's get my tools up. I'm usually using, this is not my setup yet, so I don't have my regular tools. Jesus Christ, come on. There we go. All right, so you have, make it red, make it white, and same thing here. So a few days, I made a post when we started selling off. Actually, this was the. I can probably pull up the post itself, but basically, when we were somewhere here, I said, because this was head and shoulders pattern, basically, as you can see, everybody and their mother were looking at this head and shoulders pattern, and I said, watch out for false breakouts. Why? Well, that's exactly what happened. If you zoom in on the 4-hour basis or 1-hour basis, we literally probed below it and never closed and then reversed. So all the breakout traders, they got caught. People who were selling this head and shoulders pattern and thought this is going to go somewhere here at the 70s, they basically got caught and got trapped. And what happened next? This is the futures market. Let me actually be pinpoint accurate. 1 second. Oh my goodness, the wrong way. Here was the previous top right here. Hold on, it needs to have the magnet effect. There you go. There you go. Now we have a magnet effect. You see how literally we went, I don't know if you can see it on my screen. Let me zoom in a little. Do you see how we went slightly on top? Do you know why? Because it was, again, market manipulation, but not manipulation it was market big boys playing against other big boys, because this was the previous top. People thought, wow, we're going to have a breakout now. This is rallying, right? And all it did, it just popped its head above and trapped more breakout traders. So breakout traders are now heavily underwater because of their system, which is fine, because a lot of times breakout traders will work for them, right? So when in a trending market, let's go 1 day. So when it finally broke out here, after consolidating for 6 months, 7 months. 1 sec. When we finally, this was the previous stop at 70 something, right? At 79. So at 79, there was the previous stop. Finally, when it broke out here, people who are breakout traders made money. Okay? It just didn't work out here. Not yet, at least, right? So again, your job is to take 100 of these trades, hundreds of mean reversion trades, and again, and for people who are mean reversion, who are trading support resistance type of deal, right? They were fading tops, fading extremes. They faded right here, and then they got stopped out. But here they bought the support and sold the resistance. So their system worked in this case. And your job is to identify which systems you want to be trading in the first place, then what works and how often it works. And after that, you also have to understand what kind of micro environment, fundamentally speaking, you are in, to help yourself identify, give you an edge when market is trending, when market is not trending. So for me personally, I have 3 setups that I love the most. They make 80% of my profits for the year. I have a deep pullback one, I have a mean reversion one, and I have a momentum one. All right, so I've made videos about my deep pullback the bank trader trade on fibs, on the Fibonacci levels that I watch and the reactions they get, and these are my 80% trades. I don't, and because the problem with most young traders, what they do is they're shooting in all directions, and it's obvious, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's how you learn what the hell to do. You have to try a billion different things, see what sticks, what doesn't stick, especially with your personality, with your work schedule, with whatever you do with your life, right? Because some people prefer to go with the trend. Some people are mentally built to go against the grain, and that works too. And both traders, both mentality types will make money. And as a beginner trade, you should only find that one trade that works, because it takes a year for you to find that fucking trade to begin with, or more. And then, like a stupid fucking algorithm, you have to just take that trade. I know market, and that's what's hard about being a trader. It's sitting on your hands, It's when your setup is not setting up for a while, you have to just sit and watch the market. And it's very hard, because everybody has these addictive gambling personalities, especially, it's the A-type personalities that get addicted to this type of business in the first place. It's not the safe queens, not the let me opt out for a job type of guy, right? It's more of a people who are prone to gambling and degeneracy. So it's very hard for those types of people to sit on their hands and do fuck all. So that's why it will. I always say one thing: you will have to kill the gambler inside you in order for you to become profitable, and that takes time. So once you actually identify through journaling where you see that something sticks out, and by the way, the reason why you journal, one more reason is when you experiment with all your trades, when you are finding your tools still, is this indicator going to work? Is it not going to work? What's going to work? And you experiment, you adjust. It's the indicator, but maybe the settings of the indicator will give you a little more edge. And once you find that edge and you see repetitive behavior over and over and over and over again, and again, that takes time. And that's when you literally have to just take that trade you'll have to take that trade because you probably, to get to that point, you've lost a bunch of money, right? So this will get you to the break-even to profitable stage. Then once you've honed that setup and you've you know how to dance in the market more or less, that's when you can start adding a little more to your arsenal. When you have 2, 3, more than, I don't know any big traders that trade more than 3 to 5 setups. Usually it's some kind of trend, mean reversion and consolidation, and that's it. When they see something stick out really bad. So for example, my most of the time I like deep pullbacks and continuation into the trend. Mean reversion I do on the days where everything just goes way out of whack, and there was for example, no macro reason for price action to do that. And if there was no underlying reason for price to run away, it's like sometimes it's an auction. It's if in the auction, right? You've always seen two people pissing contest, right? And something gets bid up to unreasonably to some price where they will never sell that item for that price, but just two people pissing in each other's faces, essentially fighting for that item, right? So price does that in the markets as well. Sometimes it goes unreasonably or it stretches out, right? So when it stretches out too much, and there are obviously criteria to determine when it stretches out too much, that's one I take. But I only take 20 to 30% of the trades of that type of mean reversion type of trades when markets overbought, oversold, and forget about. And that's actually another probably thing that I want to share with you guys is forget about the overbought and oversold. It's buy high and sell higher, or sell low and sell even lower, okay, to another person, because markets inherently are if you thought that Bitcoin topped at 1,000, then it went to 10,000. If then it's 70,000. Now you think, oh, it's at 100K, it's overbought. These indicators are showing this, blah 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 blah, and then maybe in a year it'll be at 250, at $500,000, who knows, right? So don't get bogged down by. I'll share this. Let me reverse that a little bit. I've left more profit on the table because I was thinking something is overbought or oversold, and when it was just keeps going and going and going, than anything else. So one of the advice I would give you, just forget about that. If the momentum is showing you that something is running, just let it run. So it will be a lot more profitable for you to not be exposed and not even have that in your head, because it simply is not an effective way of trading. Anyway, so let me pop up a few questions. Let's see. Where is my YouTube? There you go. Oh, wow. Shit. Yeah, the giveaway is any giveaway. We have 40... oh, geez, there's a lot of... Yeah, you have a 40% off right now for the first 100 traders that sign up. We were giving, obviously, it's our launch date, so we're going to give 40% off. And you obviously log in, create your account, choose the account that you want, and and then you can start trading. The beauty about, again, if you know futures markets, it's more centralized. So the price you see is the price you see by everyone. It's not like in Forex where a different broker will quote you different pricing. They'll have different spreads and all that jazz. No, it's all centralized in the futures markets. Okay, it's all heavily regulated, and you can see order books and how much of what was sold, how many contracts were sold at what price. Okay, so for example, this is on the normal gold size. Okay, so you can see the amount of volume that has been traded, how many contracts were traded at each level, and then you can have special software analyze. It's not set up yet here, but you can add all the analysis tools to see where are the areas you should be intraday trading from, which areas you should be avoiding, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It gives you a little more in-depth view of insides of the markets. Okay, and you can see, for example, here live how many contracts are being sold at what moment. That's all over the world. All right, you see the data, you see the flow. So everything is green and the price is running, something is happening. Right now it's just back and forth, red, green, etc., and the amount of contracts that are being traded. But it's all central and for giveaway account. Well, have you done watch the video on the YouTube? I don't think anybody won the 100K account we were giving away a few days ago. So if you want, maybe answer that question over there, and you'll get it here. How about that? All right. One sec. Let me see. Anyway, and the software itself is, it's very easy to trade. This is obviously a demo, so I'm just going to show you how, for example, if I'm going to buy here at market, it already shows you all the, you can drag it for the stop loss, and it calculates the stop loss for you. So for example, below this level, it's 3,800. Okay, so you want to make it 1-to-1, let's make it 1-to-1 or whatever, something like that. Boom, boom. It's very easy to set the trades in this environment. All right, and then it updates live. You can add to it or not add to it. Okay. All right, I removed it. Just always a few assholes who like to all right. A few people who anyway, so let's say you want to close this, you just close this. All right, so you made your $100. Obviously it's a test, but you can also have flatten all features, cancel all features. So you can, if you see that the world is on fire and something as big is happening, you can get out quickly and et cetera, et cetera. So the depth of market, the DOM, is what a lot of pros use to see what's happening in the market. And let's actually configure it and make it show. Ooh, made it too big. There we go. All right, so you see the contract trades. So if some volume stands out, so for example, you have, if you're doing scalping type of trading, you know that this is a lot of contracts were traded at this price at 27.51, right? You see there was almost 500 contracts. So this is probably going to be support, and this price is going to be supported because a lot of people like this area. Okay, a lot of traders are trading in that area. So it gives you, if you're going to put your stop loss, you probably want to put it below that point. okay? So this is how you can use depth of market to identify areas where you should take profits or, Jesus Christ, with these fucking giveaways. How about you fucking idiots stop asking for free shit and learn how to make fucking money? I'm giving you ways of making money, and you fucking retards, some of you, are asking about free shit that you can't utilize anyway. Because you're brain dead. What's the point of you getting an account if you don't know how to fucking trade? Jesus Christ. Some people, and that's the problem with trading. This is why 95% of people fail. Because they want just free shit. They think they're going to buy, sell, and then they bitch on the fucking markets that, oh, well, I lost money, and then they create havoc on Discords, and they write, oh, this is unfair, this, that. Your mind is up your fucking ass, all right? If you don't think about how to make money, you don't forget about free shit. Make so much fucking money that you don't need free shit ever again. Never to look at the motherfucking bill. When I go to a restaurant, I don't look at the bill. I don't give a shit how much, even if they overcharge me for 10 drinks. I don't give a shit. If I have to look at the fucking bill, it means I'm not making enough fucking money. Do you understand that? That's the fucking mentality you need to have. You know? These fucking pikers. People, you have no balls, you have no brain cells, and then you're complaining, well, life is tough. Yeah, motherfucker. First, you learn how to trade. You start become profitable. And then you don't have to worry about free t-shirts, for crying out loud. If all you can think of is getting a free toaster, that's, go get a job. Go get a job in the office where you will be giving the security of a salary, and you can sit and just get your free toasters all your life instead of owning a mansion. So that's my 5 cents on that. All right, let's get back to trading. Let's buy one more contract. So again, right now we are consolidating. It's probably not wise to buy the top, but whatever, for the sake of argument. So there are systems, for example, what's a breakout system? Breakout system is simply saying when we go up over a certain level, after prolonged consolidation, which we have done here, the way you trade a breakout, for example, is you don't just buy the breakout. The best thing is to wait for a retest and continuation. You're not gonna get it all the time. But when you get this setup, this is it's a very high probability setup. It's very hard, or otherwise you're gonna get caught like I've shown you on Bitcoin, right? Where people got taken out. So this was the support, and then they go short here, and then the price reverses on them and then stops them out. Okay, so for you not to be that statistic, you need to take more probably if you want to. You can take trades that are that have an edge, and the only way for you to understand which trades have an edge is again for you to keep the journal. Again, the journal can be very simple. You just you trade here, you take a screenshot of your of why did you enter. You write some notes, and then you write the download the image or whatever. You put it in your notebook. Put it in an Excel. I prefer to I don't use Excel as much as I use Notes app, and I just write everything out over there because I need to see visual. I'm a visual person, so I have a wall of monitors. Some people ask me why, and you've probably seen it in my videos, why I have so many monitors, because that's my personality type. So some people are more analytical. They don't care about. I like to see all markets. Basically, I have 30 charts, small charts on one of my screens. I see all the currencies, all the commodities, all the indices, the futures markets. So because when everything is congruent in the market, for example, if euro is going up, but pound and Aussie and New Zealand are going down, right? Maybe it's not the best time to go long the euro dollar, which you can obviously trade as well on the futures markets here. And when everything goes up at the same time, that means it's a legitimate move and nothing is discombobulated or disconnected. if you're trading momentum, for example. All right? All right. And well, it's not about the amount of monitors, but whenever you see all these cats just casually trade on the phone, I can trade on the phone, all right? But in reality, if you're trading size and you're just trading from your phone, you're a bullshit artist. Because if you're trading anything substantial, you can use a phone when you're driving a car or you get to some place to just constantly. But in reality, you should be at your trading desk. You should have the monitors. You have the news feeds. Because if somebody says something and, central bankers love to come on a wire and just throw a monkey wrench into the price action. And all of a sudden, there's something that was working your way. All of a sudden, it reverses hard, right? And if you're on your phone and just check it every 20 minutes, that's not trading. That's bullshit, okay? Can you make money trading from the phone? Yes, after you've been doing it for 10 years, and it's, again, as a backup little thing. But if you're just sitting in your bed and just pressing buys and sells, you're just, you might as well just throw random darts. All right? That's the truth. So laptop, minimum, have at least one screen so you can analyze the price action, you can watch it. And again, this is a business. I always tell everybody, for example, a lot of people, they sign up for trading signals. And in trading signals, they always ask you the same question. How many trading signals do you give a day? Okay? I haven't met any professional trader that will be just, your setup doesn't set up every fucking time, every day, right? So you need to wait for that. If you're trading, unless you're a human algorithm and you're doing some, 1 minute high frequency trading, fine. That if you found a way that works for you, but it still has to be that setup, okay? And it doesn't set up every minute. So you have to just sit and monitor the markets until that setup occurs. And that's when you take it. But in order for you to get to that level even, unfortunately, markets is like an all-consuming type of deal. It's I haven't met a single successful trader that hasn't slept, bread, shed, it's markets 24/7. Especially for young guys who are doing this, they want to go out, have beers with their boys, all these Instagram monkazoids that are, just chilling on the Lambo, yachts, this, that, la, bullshit. It's all bullshit. Why is it bullshit? Well, because in order for you to get to the success level of trading, you will have to just strictly do trading for at least 3-4 years. Nothing else. Obviously you can once in a while go out and have beers with your boys, but you're not, it's a 24/7 thing. It's not like, it's unlike any other job in the world. Because markets are 24/7. I have to be, to this day, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I open my eyes because that's when London Open was, when it's happening in my time zone in New York, right? I'm in Miami now, but same time zone. So do you think I wanted to get out at 3 o'clock in the morning in a cold fucking New York from bed, at 3 o'clock or 2:30 in the morning? No, fuck no. Especially I'm a night owl, so I went to bed at 12 or 1, and then at 2:30 I have to fucking get out of bed. It's cold. Nobody wants to do that shit. But this is what you do. Okay? Then you go to the office by 6 and you trade. Or you don't trade. And that's actually the biggest mistake, because again, we are taught by our school systems that if you show up somewhere, you have to grind, and you listen to Gary Vee, grind, motherfucker, grind. Fucking all the nonsense too. It's the quality of grind, not just for you to grind for the sake of grinding. Like a lot of people come to trading floors or trading desks, and we're taught that we need to trade as something, because we showed up to work, we need to work. No, sometimes you just show up and you just do nothing, and you sit on your hands. And that's the hardest part about being a trader, is actually just absorb the markets and not do anything. And that's why algorithms are 80% of markets nowadays. Most of the volume are algo traded, because even the traders behind trading they go through algorithms. Okay, so because algorithms don't give a crap about, they can sit as long as it takes and only set up when that setup occurs, right? Obviously, the problem with algos is a little bit different, where you have a discretion when to take the trade, when not to take the trade, because sometimes you're gonna have a setup, but it was created in the environment because somebody came out on the wires. Again, central banker, Fed official comes out, he says something, and you see that this is not a good time to be, just because something, fell 20% in one day. It doesn't mean you need to start buying it, because maybe it will go, if in the case of, if you're not watching the news and you, for example, for the sake of a simple argument, I'll give that argument example all the time. Let's say you're buying stock X, right? Some stock, and you see that it fell 10% or 20%. You're like, oh shit, this is fantastic. This is a great opportunity, without knowing that they just found a dead hooker in the CEO's car. Might be not a very good idea to buy that stock. I'm sorry about the crude language, obviously, but drive the point home. So that's why you should be aware of what the fuck is happening. I need to be trading at the desk. Furthermore, I'm gonna say you also should the journal. What helps? What I've identified throughout my years of trading. For example, I know my best trading days. My best trading, most profitable day is Thursday. For some reason, this is when I'm on point the most, because Monday, it's after weekend, you get your bearings. It's Tuesday and Wednesday, you build up the speed, and on Thursday, by the time it's Thursday, I am very much on point. Okay. Also, it's important to write which trading sessions you're good at. So with my 20s, I was literally, I was making money in London session, and then I would start losing money in the US session. So my boss told me, the fuck is wrong with you? We don't need you in the office. If you only making money in the London European session, we just need you to make money. We don't care when you make that money. So it's all about money. That's the gist of this. Nobody cares about anything else in this business. Nothing else. You can be black, white, tall, short, fat, woman, man, doesn't fucking matter. As long as you make money, you can do it in whatever manner you need to do it, as long as obviously legal. But as long as you make money for the fund, it doesn't fucking matter what you do. If you're trading in your underwear, or you put on makeup with a wig on, whatever works for you, at whatever time of the day. So you need to understand which time of the day you are most laser beam focused. And we also, like muscles in the gym, our brain also gets tired. The more decisions you have to make throughout the day, the less likelihood you're going to be making right decisions by the end of it, right? So, for example, I like to trade now because I've adjusted where I'm really trading only 3-4 hours in a day, and I don't need to trade anymore. Because I take my setups in those momentum, high volume environments. I do my trades, and then I fuck off and go to the gym and go about my day. So basically, I'm usually done by 11 a.m. my time, New York time, Miami time. And but again, it takes time for you to get to those levels. It takes. I'm just reading a few comments. So a bunch of traders who are again, why would you want to be trade? You're in the world of algos, right? Why would you want to be trading on a super less than 1 minute? Some people they have now websites where you can predict markets with the next 10 seconds, and then it's either you win or you lose. It's shit like that. You're not gonna be. When you go to such a low time frame, you actually you're competing against algos, machines. It's very hard to be to have an edge in that environment, and plus you're gonna burn your brain out very fucking fast because you have to be. So as a novice trader, as a rule, higher time frames give you more time to think, more time to evaluate, and more solid setups usually occur on higher time frames than lower time frames. Okay, I'm not saying you have to be swinging, hold one trade for a month or something like that, or 2 weeks. You can have one trade a day is a reasonable, almost reasonable expectation. Maybe three trades for a novice trader, because you don't have your setups. You don't have to. So you trade a 1 hour time frame or a 4 hour time frame, or even 15-minute time frame. But once you start dropping to 1 minute and you go to tick charts, again, you need to know what the hell you're doing. And there are people who make money that way as well. But they only work for 2 hours, for example. Some people, they're famous traders that work from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 for 2 hours, so 9:30, before even the stock market, cash market opens up, and they're done in that hour and a half. But they take 50 trades in that time frame. So again, with the help of their algo, et cetera, et cetera. But for some, I don't know where this phrase comes from, but there's a 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I don't know who was skinning cats in our history, so who came up with that stupid phrase. But yeah, there's 1,000 ways to make money in this business. My way, the way I found making it happen, was for me to, like I said, I know that. One second. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Yeah, so I just found certain ways that work for me after years and years of pain, and the pain is real. Trust me. Boy, nothing like this business will make you crawl into a fetal position multiple times. It will beat you up, and that's why I flip when people who start talking nonsense about. They're trying to do the easy way to get through to the top of this business, and they keep, because if you truly are meant for this business, you have to have a certain personality. You have to have thick skin, and the last thing you're going to be doing is looking for shortcuts. Everybody looks for these shortcuts. They all get fucked in the ass in this business, and then it's either you're going to stop or you're going to stop doing this. This is the best teacher in the world, because you can bullshit all you want, but when you start losing money, all that shit goes out the window. Okay, and if you're gonna keep doing the same stupid shit over and over again, you're just gonna keep losing and losing money. So it will just beat you into submission until you stop doing this stupid shit. So people like me who try to tell you like you should journal, most of you guys will not journal. Most of you will not, and you will be like, yeah, no, I'll be just oh, this kind of looks like my setup. Let's go. And then, you took 50 billion trades, and at the end of the month, you got, you made 3 cents worth of profit, So, by the way, with the future markets, what's interesting, you can watch actually what smart people are watching. So, for example, you can even trade like a 10-year bond, right? So, if you understand how macroeconomics work, and that, you can see what's happening with the rates. The price of a bond is in reverse to the rates. So if the US dollar is going up because the 10-year note is probably falling because of the rate differential, etc., with other currencies, you can use this information, which usually you don't have these types of products available to you on forex markets, okay, through CFDs, very rarely. And this will just, I don't trade the bonds, but I watch the bonds every single day, because you need to understand where the yield is going, right? Because the easiest trade in the last couple of years was the dollar, the Federal Reserve rate was high, and the Europe is in the shit. So the dollar was going through the roof. It's still going through the roof, right? So you can see all these things having access to this data, all right? Understand what's driving markets besides just doing your ICT stuff or technical analysis stuff and all that stuff. It's just, again, whether you're a smart money concepts or technical analysis or Ichimoku cloud trader, whatever, it's just a different reinterpretation of the same past price action, okay? So they have different terminologies, different things, but they're describing the same type of events Wyckoff or this or Elliott waves. They're trying to describe the same thing essentially using different language. Okay, so don't don't get arrogant about, oh no, this guy's trading technical analysis and I'm the ICT guy, and then ICT guy fucking can trade from a paperback himself. Lost what, 99% of his account in that Robin trading challenge, right? So, but again, he does offer a lot of value nonetheless to a lot of traders, but he is getting worse and worse because he keeps coming up with these fucking terms over and anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to discuss other people, but yeah. Another big problem that a lot of novice traders do, which they kind of have to go through it, and there's no way not to go through it, is to try everything, right? So, but you never stick long enough for it to work properly. So some people learn how to move moving average crossover, and they're great at it. It still makes money, but as a novice, you tried something for two weeks. And again, if you're trying trend trading in a choppy market, right, it ain't gonna be working. And you're like, okay, this shit is not working. So then you're gonna go, okay, I'm gonna do buy support, sell resistance, when the market is choppy. And by the time you get to that from trend trading, the choppiness is over and starts trading, and you're like, motherfucker, right? So that's why it takes. That's why it takes time to get to the level. You have to. That's why I always say you have to go through a high number of trades, and it takes a little time. It takes a lot of time, long time, 6 months to a year, for you to go through various stages of the markets, for you to see how your system performs when you need to press on the gas. When you need to pull, get off the gas a little bit, you're trading your own system. And again, on Thursday, because I know that's my best trading day, I can go heavy, I can go a little heavier than usual because for some reason, Thursdays, my brain is just, it's on. My nose is working, and, it's just, I'm on point. A lot more so, right? Sometimes you have good days, you have bad days, but on Thursdays, statistically, it was always been better. So after years of that, I realized I can actually push a little on Thursdays because usually I'm good on Thursdays. All right, so I can risk a little more that day in order, and obviously get more money out of that way. And the opposite is, what's your worst day? Maybe Monday is your worst day. So why the fuck would you put on 3 trades instead of 1 and go heavy on a Monday? Even if you see those setups, maybe you should take only, 1/2 of your normal size on a Monday, because on Mondays you're still, whatever. You did something on the weekend, you went out, you're not warmed up yet. You know what I mean? It's like every single athlete, they do warm-ups before they hit the courts, right? Basketball or tennis or whatever, you always warm up. Weightlifting, right? You don't go to the gym every single day and max your PR just cold, right? You don't come in and I'm gonna bench press 500 pounds and just once, right? You're gonna rip yourself to shreds. Same thing here. On Monday, I'm still, a lot of traders are still watching what's happening. By the time it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you kind of see the theme of the week, and over time you understand how the themes also change when they change. Something sticks in the news cycle for like 2 weeks, then after 2 weeks you start getting reversals, etc., etc. And all these patterns that you have, just time spent watching shit and not blatantly pressing the button buy, sell, buy, sell. By the way, if you want to have the buy sell, you need to be a trigger happy monkey, which is fine. On the weekend, I used to go to a casino. Just I understand you don't have a lot of disposable income, but go play poker with buddies. Go play for small, but if you need to get that gambling shit out of your system. Also, while you're watching markets, if you want to have a demo account or a very small account, put a very small account I don't know, $100, $1,000, whatever is small for you, you put in that account and you just that's your fuck around account. And the main account is where you is execute proper A type of setup. So again, and actually those little fuck around accounts, what a lot of people do, they also have starter positions. Okay, what I do a lot of times, I might put a small size into the market, some kind of trade, where I start, because you will never watch the price until you have skin in the game, as much as we all traded demo, we all traded live. It's completely different things, right? Why? Well, because once you have skin in the game, your emotional profile changes. So to get that sharpness that you need in the markets, you want sometimes to put it like 1/10 size. If you, for example, you're trading gold, let's see, they have a normal gold contract. One sec. So the normal gold contract is GC, okay? And if you want to just have a mini gold contract, you can have a micro gold to put it on, and it's a tiny little fucking thing. You can just put it on so you can watch. And when you actually, just to have a feel in the market, it's P&L wise, it's irrelevant. It's not going to make a difference to you because it's tiny. But it gives you kind of like, it sharpens your senses. Because now you have skin in the game and you are watching the markets and you see what's happening. Obviously, don't put it willy-nilly, but that's another trick that people do to get. One sec. There we go. That's another trick that a lot of traders do to make sure they have that their senses are sharpened. So it's not only the day of the week. Sometimes you will have a small feeler, but it's more applicable to different types of traders trading as well. So certain styles of trading that can benefit from this. All right. A lot of I'm gonna read some. All right, boys and girls. Like I said, we have 40% off right now for the first 100 users that sign up. We are on Discord. I'm gonna try. We're almost like an hour and a half mark from this. I'm gonna try to do this again tomorrow. Maybe, in fact, we're probably gonna do 8 o'clock New York time, starting, or 8:30. Let's say 8:30. I'm gonna be on Discord, not YouTube Live, but Discord. In our Discord, and I'm gonna do live trading. I'm also gonna you can talk to me on Discord. So the link of Discord is somewhere in the description page. Check it out, because tomorrow we're gonna do 8:30 on the Discord. 1 second, I'm gonna reply to this. All right. So on Discord, you'll be able to ask me questions. You can talk to me, and you can, we can discuss things as a conversation. So today was just a little preview of the platform. We're also going to be adding other platforms soon, within the next couple of weeks, which are more not web-based traders, but also going to be fully dedicated ones. We can use Motorwave, NinjaTrader, where you just plug in the price feeds and you'll be able to trade that way. It's where if you already have your existing algos, existing tools, etc., etc. So another way, obviously, is for you to use this only for execution and do your analysis on trading your other platforms as well. That's another option. So whatever floats your boat, as always. Yeah, Motorwave. I've been using Motorwave for, I don't know, since they started. Decade, more. Yeah, Ninjas. Yeah, Ninja will be, they're changing something. They're releasing something new specifically, so we're waiting on them, actually. Otherwise, we would have had them be already. So we will have that available probably by the end. It's sometime in February. So, yeah. And then you can run your scripts, your algos, your setup the way you like them, and some more professional traders obviously will probably benefit from that Pardon me. All right, boys and girls. Remember, tenacity. Tenacity is what makes you successful in anything. All right. I don't care how talented you are from birth. With basketball, if you're not at the court 5 days a week from the age of 5 till 15 or whatever, right? You're not gonna be if you only do it if you're extremely talented. We all know these stories, right? That where somebody who is talented, they were great in high school, right? And then they kind of they topped at high school level, right? College or later in life, they never turned pros because they never did put in the work. And people who were less talented, they just grinded. They were like bulls that nonstop work, proper work, not just let me not sleep at night all the time and do nothing with it, but actual proper work. And also be smart about it. Again, like I make fun of Gary V, but all the grind culture. Grind culture has to be. You have to do work when you're effective. If your brain is shit, it's mush because you haven't slept. It's useless. Okay. There's this great book. I forgot the name of it. It analyzed patterns of greatest people in the world, from Bach to Mozart to Picasso to scientists to architects, world famous for like 3 centuries, because a lot of these people kept their diaries, from Galileo to whatever, to philosophers, and they all had systems of the day where they knew that they are most efficient in this block of time. And this is when they would do their hardest work, when it takes more mental effort. So for most of you, it's probably when you wake up and you want to do the hardest things when you wake up, when this is the main push. And then the rest of the day you manage differently. Or I like, because I used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, for example, I would take naps during the day, usually from 12 to 2, nothing, I don't really care what's happening. Or I would wait from, usually first of all, you should not even be trading from 12 to 1 New York time. That's when it's lunch hour. Usually at 1 p.m. you see a spike in volume immediately, because that's when the algos kick in again. So you have to understand which times to even be more efficient, which times you should stay out. Okay, so just my advice to you: certain time frames should be avoided. Okay, so like 12 to 1. So some people would find a 30-minute nap from 1:45 to 2:15 or 2:30, and then watch the close. It works for them. Or take a nap after 4 p.m. Markets close, or 5, whatever. You take an hour nap, then you go to the gym. You can find your schedules, but everybody has a prime block of time where they can do the hardest work, and it's a finite amount. Okay, you won't be able to just sit there for 8 hours and be laser beam focused, unless you're on drugs. But even then, it's unsustainable, because you're going to have a crash, right? Trust me, they tried it on Wall Street. What do you think all of Wall Street was on fucking cocaine in the 80s, right? This is what they did. They thought, oh, fuck, this is amazing. And then they turned out, it's not that amazing, because you're just fucking hyperactive and for a little while, and then you have the fucking crash. And and you do dumb shit, because you're emotionally, again, you're high. So... But yeah, I've heard some fucking stories, that's for sure. That was before my time. I caught the tail end of the Wall Street days. We did have shit. I probably can't even tell these stories, because it's probably not. But I've seen a lot of fucking shit that obviously nothing happens like that nowadays. Well, at least not out in the open as it used to be. I watched some comedian the other day, and he said, do you know that before women entered the workforce in 1950s, we didn't have HR departments? It makes sense. We didn't have any, because nobody fucking cared back then, right? If it's only guys, you faggot, oh, you bastard, go fuck yourself, whatever. Yeah, it's just, guy talk, right? Now everybody's extra sensitive, fucking with tampons up their asses. Thank God, California finally, Mark Zuckerberg, famously fucking giving an interview, he said they taken out tampons from men's bathrooms in Facebook Meta headquarters. Bravo, fucking retards. So anyway, on this positive note, let's flatten our positions. See how that works. Boom. Made a whopping $200 just shooting shit here today with you guys. And yeah, I will be on in Discord tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. Give us, check out fundingfutures.com, fundingtraders.com. I love you all. I wish you tremendous success. And trust me, nothing feels like having independence and freedom to do whatever the fuck you want when you're self-sustainable economically, you know? You don't need to make millions, trust me. When you make 10, 20 grand a month, but from doing what you do on your own schedule, on your own time, and nobody tells you what the fuck to do, you're free, okay? It pays your rent, it pays your cars, it pays your restaurants. You don't need to be a gazillionaire, but you will be living 10 times more comfortable than anybody who has to drive to work, listen to some nonsense from some boss, do this, do that, dance on one foot like this, scratch behind your ear, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, you know? So if you want to be independent, this is one of the very few areas in this world where they still give you access to become independent. And nothing like prop firms. Prop firms obviously change the game because it's very hard. Let's say you have $10,000 saved up. It's very hard to turn the $10,000 into 100K. And even if you do, you're still gonna blow up because then you're gonna try to do 100K to a million. Okay, it's very hard, but it's a lot easier to get 100K and make 10% a month. Okay, you make $10,000. That's a lot easier. Or you grow to a million or 500,000, right? And that way, you can make a living, you can make a nice living, and you don't have to be dependent on anybody. And nothing like self-reliance and self-independence, So I wish you guys success, and I wish for you all to get to know that feeling. All right, you all. Love you all. I'll see you at Funding Futures Discord tomorrow at 8:30. Cheers.